And we're back. So, on to grading more prestige classes, as you might be able to guess. Oh, wait. There we go. On to grading more prestige classes, as you might be able to guess.
It's that time.
Yep. I know you're signed mostly.
Books is not like the other.
I don't know what you're talking about. Say one half of these books is not like the other, and we're going to start with like the half of one of them. So we're starting with the Dragon Prestige classes, which will not actually go on the grand scale. We're mostly grading them for the funsies, but they have their own like grading scale here. So
they are all NPC classes that aren't ever really intended for player characters, so they don't really go on the regular grading scale.
Yeah. So in any case, I threw together this improvised scale just for funsies. S is actually usable content, offers a unique play style to a player, or builds a unique NPC encounter that will be fun to run and play against. None of these are going to build a player character. I think I theorized that one of them could technically be built before actually going into epic rules, since epic rules are dumb. But good luck, and it actually takes a decent amount of optimization to even be able to do that one. And I would have to work at it for a while. But yeah, A is enough stuff that synergizes to help make the monster feel like a straight-up race profession type of thing. In this case, not just like a dragon, but like a berserker dragon or something. B is does the job well enough to be worth the effort to scrounge through, but you're probably better off just taking a few pieces and adding them on rather than just going through all the effort of putting a prestige class onto a monster. C offers good ideas, but the execution isn't the best, so you're better off doing some editing in order to use any of this. D is what ideas are here need some massaging in order to make it work at all. And F is gives you a thing that a core class doesn't or didn't exist previously in obvious ways. Also, as usual, plus and minus wiggle room for the fields. Those ones. Okay. So starting with the Bloodscale Fury, which is dragon plus barbarian, basically. Literally, the dragon has to take barbarian levels to get into it. Also has to have a base attack bonus of 22, which means it has to have...
Dragon.
Yeah. It would have to have 21 hit dice and a level of barbarian, basically, to qualify for this. Which doesn't necessarily make it an epic encounter, but it's pretty freaking high. Dragon's hit dice will well exceed its challenge rating by a decent margin. Partially because dragons are under cons, and partially because you can do that. They're meant to be single boss monster type things.
I am wondering, will the dragon get more out of just advancing barbarian than actually taking Draconic Fury?
Let's see. While rage against strength constitution increased by an additional...
It does stack with rage, so...
Yeah, it's probably better off taking more levels in barbarian.
Or realistically, if you're really wanting to do a rage dragon, Frenzied Berserker's right there.
Yeah, Frenzied Berserker is also right there. You don't really care about how many rages you have per day, so there is that, because it's a monster. Yeah, because that one does it, and bigger bonus on that. Granted, this is it is a more condensed, basically, leveling barbarian, or there's more condensed stat bonuses from leveling barbarian. You only technically need like one rage per day for it to work as an encounter. Additional spell resistance equal to its class level.
That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Gets rend as a bonus, even that barely matters. You have so many feats on dragons anyways.
Oh yes, also damage reduction. Additional spell resistance and damage reduction equal class level.
Well, it gives 5 extra DR, and then adds extra restriction on what overcomes it.
Yeah.
So, like, eventually it is epic and cold iron, but realistically, if you're fighting a dragon with at least 21 hit dice and level barbarian before going into this, that then goes 11 levels into this class, You're easily in epic scale already.
Yes, no.
So by bypassing epic DR is not really going to be a concern.
No, the cold iron is the concern. It's, do you have an epic cold iron weapon that you're carrying around?
I mean, I would hope that a raging berserker dragon's a well-known entity that you'd realize, oh, I should probably go get a cold iron weapon.
Yeah. So yeah, probably at worst you're forcing the player character to go shopping or cry. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like at level 12, it gets haste for 12 rounds a day, but at the same time, it's a dragon, so it can just cast haste on itself.
Cast haste on itself, have a fucking magic item, have it just fucking cast perpetually on itself, who cares?
Yeah, I think the big issue with this one is that it would probably be the dragon would probably be better served just staying in barbarian, or realistically, if it really wanted to focus on raging hard, going into frenzy berserker like any barbarian really wants to go into.
And the added advantage of both of those is I don't have to have a dragon that has 20 fucking 20 some odd hit dice in order to actually put those on it.
You can still do a raging dragon that does that. You just don't also have to have base attack bonus 22 before you do it.
Yeah, so
as soon as you meet the other prerequisites, you can go into it pretty damn quick.
So yeah, if I wanted to fully build out a raging dragon, it's better to just probably grab barbarian and or frenzied berserker, because I can put that on like a fucking wormling for all it matters, just as long as they qualify for it. So yeah, I'm going. I don't think I'm going full F on this, because it does have at least some interesting ideas to gank.
D minus.
Yeah, I'm going with D minus. D underline. All right.
D underline.
Disciple of Asherdalon.
Actually get...
Asherdalon was meant for like a level 20 party to fight, right?
Yes. Like level 20 party fight. Asherdalon is like a beefed up... I don't remember if he was actually Great Worm in the module or not. He was easily epic, though.
Yeah. This is also basically just a slow applying the fiendish template, I think, is the other issue. Yeah, because it's Fiend Bond. Yeah, various stat bonus. I think this is literally you're throwing the Fiend template onto yourself.
Bastion of Broken Soul started at level 18.
Yeah, okay.
And Asherdalon was a Great Worm with the Fiend template on top of it.
So a player character could get into this class at level 19 if they somehow are the dragon type, without level adjustment.
So a kobold. Is that kobold that can take a feat to get the dragon type?
Yes. And then they'd probably take a different prestige class, because I don't think... Yeah. You're taking a prestige class to basically gain half dragon. Or not half dragon, half fiend. Spell-like abilities increases in level, none of which are that impressive. Yeah, no, this is literally just half fiend. I think I'm just straight up going with F on this, honestly. I could just put the half fiend template on it. It's not even anything to seal here. There's not like freaking... Because I could at least like seal something like Scales of Blood or the Fearsome Presence from the Blood-Scaled Fury. This doesn't even have like random ass ability I can just throw onto a dragon. This is just spell likes and immunities and stat increases. Yep. Dispassionate Washer of Chronepsis. Let's see. Knowledge. Able to cast divine spells.
A dragon.
Yeah.
Presumably actually once levels in a class, though, because it gets class progression, but...
Yeah, it does get class progression.
Actually, technically all the dragon casts are arcane. I think about it.
Yeah.
Even when they get to do divine spells, they still cast as arcane spellcasters.
Yeah, I think they just get
Because
this.
they
They get the
cheat.
spell
They-
list,
they
but
get-
they are.
They get cleric lists, but they still cast as or they get some divine list depending on what type of dragon they are, like clerics for red and gold and silvers, but they still cast as arcane casters.
Yeah, which means it's
So you need like a level of cleric or something like that to get into this.
Also, similarly, you can technically get into this as a player character before epic.
Not too early before epic, level 18.
Yeah.
Because the skill requirements.
Yeah, it will take you 17 to get that much knowledge, but you'd have 18, 19, 20, so I think you have a cost.
Can you get into the...
You need a dragon.
Oh, yeah. And well, you'd have to be a cleric with the knowledge domain.
Yeah, but...
And level 18.
That's not a hard ask. Other than the levels, it's literally not that hard an ask.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think player characters can technically go into it if you're going into epic.
Yeah.
It's basically useless otherwise.
Yeah, unless level 1 stuff is amazing, which I don't think it is. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Divine Conversion literally does nothing.
Yep.
But yeah, it basically turns off its spellcasting, all of its sorcerer levels from
converts
Dragon
all of
Bloodline.
its sorcerer levels to actual, like, cleric levels.
Yeah. Sorcerer's levels gained from being a dragon.
Yes, correct. Sorcerer levels gained from being a dragon into divine levels.
Let's see. You lose the frightful presence that you might not have if you weren't a dragon. Instead, giving a calming aura. Which is calm motion, so things get, congratulations, you can turn barbarians off.
I mean, can you? Your DC is going to be god-awful.
You roll 1.
Your DC is 10 plus charisma.
No, 10 plus half a dragon's base hit dice.
Yes, half your dragon base hit die, which you don't have as a player character.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you don't have any dragon base hit dice.
Well, it depends if you're interpreting that as dragon as if it is racially a dragon, or dragon as if the dragon racial hit dice.
You have no base hit dice. You only have class hit dice.
Yeah.
You could technically advance in dragon, which would give you dragon base hit dice.
Yeah, true enough.
So I guess you want to be a classless character just to increase the DC of your calming aura. And you get a bonus feat. So no player characters going into this.
No, you also get comprehend languages at will. Yeah, no player characters going into this. I do find it neat for a dragon, at least. On the other hand, because
It's
it does...
definitely different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It lets it actually cast divine spells instead of... which is a change of pace, actually.
You can't just be lazy and stun people as an ability every single round.
Yeah.
That requires level 4.
But yeah, you can put a decent amount of...
All with another weird ass save.
Huh.
DC 10 plus class level plus half charisma modifier.
What?
Well, I presume it's to make the DC not absurd because it's a fucking dragon.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Who's gonna have a reckless have reckless stats across the board as long as it's not dex. So.
But yeah, I think this one probably actually rises to B. This does make the dragon a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it definitely does something different with the dragon turning into like a pure divine ID as opposed to the typical we cast divine spells and sorcerers. Yeah, B's probably fine.
Yeah. Alright. Dragon Ascendant. The dragon.
Okay, this one you absolutely can't go into as a player character.
No. No, player character cannot be...
Not just because of the B30, but also the true dragon requirement.
Well, you could be a true dragon with class levels, but yeah, you're not getting here before epic, period.
Yeah.
You would have to be you would have to at least start as a wormling dragon. But yeah, consume horde. Yeah, you basically become super. That's right. This is basically you become super dragon. Uh,
You give up your fear, frightful presence for a fear aura. You get DR increases. You get hit point increases.
immunity to transmutation. You cannot turn this dragon into a bunny.
Immortality, some sort of spell resistance, some sort of deflection bonus.
Equal charisma. Or charisma bonus.
Deflection bonus equal to charisma?
Yep.
Fuck me, you're never hitting this thing.
Well, I don't know. You're fucking epic if you're fighting this thing. A plus 30 attack bonus on a dragon basically means it's pretty much an epic encounter in the first place. And then you're adding, how many levels to get the deflection bonus? 7? You might be able to hit this thing, or you've stopped caring about AC. Altogether. I would not be surprised if you're attacking touch AC most of the time anyways. Which the 7 deflection bonus isn't going to help it.
Trying to find something here. Okay, so the earliest, this is depicting a gold dragon. The earliest a gold dragon could get into this is as ancient, where it has a 31 BAB.
Yep.
Let's try this black dragon.
Well, that's the...
there we go.
Okay.
Okay. Earliest a gold dragon get into it is very old, which is 32 BAB. That's a CR something. Where's the CR on this table?
It's on a different fucking table. Actually, I think it's literally in the text. Now that
22. It is CR 22.
Okay, so you got
at very old.
Got 22,
and then you throw
7 class levels, so it's
that's 7 class levels on top.
Yeah, so that's a 29. That's a CR 29, which is above what you above the scale for EXP for a level 20 character.
And just getting to level 7, assuming it doesn't increase its charisma in any other way, just gives it an extra 13 deflection.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's also fighting like epic level characters, so
it is. It's just a very big extra bump on top of it. Or we're gonna have a good AC.
Yeah.
Okay,
so realistically, does this have any fucking use other than us abusing over what the fuck its deflection?
I mean, it makes super dragons. They don't have hordes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is like useful to like epic kind of.
What are the hit point increases? It's like a certain amount. Is it
hit point increase? 1 hit point per hit die.
Okay, so it just gets an extra.
It's literally an extra 2 con, effectively.
Gets an extra. 72 health from the class alone. And then it would already have, assuming at the lowest level, can get into another 32 hit dice, 32 times 6. Another 192 hit points. 260 some odd hit points. 264.
Okay, sorry. There's an extra clause on this that took me a minute to actually process. This benefit can never increase the dragon's hit points above the maximum first hit dice and con bonus. Also at 12 is just straight up basically has maximized hit dice. It's basically bumping up the average on the hit die until level 12, where it just bumps it to the maximum. Which
the numbers still work out the same way, because it does. Just moving D12s that average to 6 into it's up to 12s flat. So it's a decent chunk of hit points.
It's also overly wordy for just being like improved toughness.
I assume it boosts existing spell resistance, since they definitely already have spell resistance at that point.
Yeah. Spell resistance increases to 33.
Increases to 33?
Yeah.
Maybe we just get that for Big Great Worm. Like even a very old gold has 28 spell resistance. So
Yeah. Which
that's kind of
and a spellcaster is going to be fighting is going to not care about 33 spell resistance.
Also, I do like that the example they use is a gold dragon who's basically already have that spell resistance, already has immunity to fire, but doesn't need resistance to fire as a whatchamacallit.
Why fire specifically? That's also
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, so musing over this thing aside,
If you want to make a really beefy dragon, it'll make a really beefy dragon.
Yeah. I think I can give a D for Awesome Aura of Fear, and the hit point thing is at least an idea there.
What are the other awesome aura effects? Because it looks like it has days at one point.
Reaches 5th level, it can choose to modify its aura to inspire resolve in its allies and dread its enemies. Okay, yeah, that becomes a +4 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and checks to its allies. Dragon foes must succeed and will saving throw or take a -4 to the same stuff. Yeah, so that becomes
allies debuff enemies.
Yeah. And yeah, that, as you said, days on that other one. Awesome Aura Fear was the first one, which is actually on the page, I think, right there. Okay, can exclude its allies from the effect, basically, is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think D's fine.
Yeah.
It's going to make a beefy dragon of a fun aura, and that's about it.
Yeah. Elemental Master. Yeah, this is 3 Medbruff feats. Dragon must have energy or elemental subtypes such as blah 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 blah, which it's all true dragons. There's a base attack bonus +20 on this, so you're not qualifying this for level 20 for a player character, so ignoring that completely.
I mean, you're probably not qualifying this as a player character ever unless you're actually running a dragon.
Yeah, you have to have dragons. You have to have dragon. You have to have an elemental subtype. You can gain an elemental subtype from things.
Well, you need dragon. You need an elemental subtype. You need the ability to cast arcane spells and a breath weapon.
I mean, it's an ask, but again, you also need a base attack bonus of +20, which means it pretty much precludes it from being anything but epic. So,
I mean, none of these are going to be for anything below epic, realistically.
No, we found a few that were like 17 and 18 so far.
I mean, can get into does not mean would actually do.
No, it's more a fun exercise as is this, anyways. But as far as what this actually does, I think this one was actually likable enough because it does actually give you various little. It's more based on the dragon's element and doing breathy things and such.
Yeah, just boost breath. Like your breath weapon also makes an elemental when you use it.
Yeah.
Bonuses to DCs to the element type that you have. Damaging burst around yourself.
So yeah, I think this is a quick B, honestly.
Yeah, it would make an interesting fight.
Yeah. The dumbest part is the highest rated one for dragons that I would actually have would not actually be in this book and is a template. but we'll get to that later when we get to Monster Manual 5. Alright. Hide carved dragons. They're extra tough dragons.
Yep.
Okay. Now hear me out. There's probably a build that can get you into this at some level as a player character. It really is the natural armor bonus 20 that I'm a little bit
I'd say natural armor 20 is a bit of an ask.
That's actually the only ask here. We'll say base we'll say plus 12 is doable in 6 levels technically.
I mean, yes, you could dip into 6 levels that'll have goodwill save to cheat will save 12, and Iron Will is obviously easy enough to grab, just a feat. Where
Yeah.
are you getting 20 natural armor from?
I haven't figured that out yet. You can need some level adjustment for... Okay, like, the turtle was like 8, I think. Was one of them. I think that one had like a 2 level adjustment. Then I have to figure out fucking classes that increase natural armor by a lot.
12?
And or feats.
You only get a feat every 3 levels.
Yeah, so each feat just needs to give you 4 natural armor.
Well, if you
I
do...
feel like this is dragon, but get some extra natural armor, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, also, here's all the mental stuff that, or like the mental defense stuff that Monk gets. No one gives a shit about.
I think this is just straight up F. I don't think there's anything to salvage from this, honestly.
Yeah.
Other than trying to actually get into it as a player character as an achievement.
If you want an extra 6 natural armor, instead do 6 levels of the stupid one that eats your horde, and just get a deflection bonus equal to your charisma modifier and move on for day.
I technically merged these both on the same page, but Sacred Warrior of Bahamut. This also has Divine Conversion, so you basically become a cleric.
Okay.
Smite Evil Dragons. Exactly what it says. Aura of Courage is exactly what it says. Alloys within radius of Dragon Aura, actually. So it has a bigger radius.
What's the smite damage?
Bonus equal to the Dragon's class level plus Charisma. The smite damage is a good question, actually. Per class level. Charisma to attack,
Okay.
1 per class level.
Just take actual paladin.
Yeah. Mostly, yeah. It does the Divine Conversion, so it's not completely stupid, but... What was Sacred Shield? Okay, yeah, it's an HP shield that can just activate, but usable 3 times per day, 10 per class level, located, no big deal. Has an AoE version.
Just take actual levels of paladin.
Yeah, I go with actual levels of paladin. Again, it has that advantage of...
The conversion is cute, but it's not really doing anything.
No. It does get better casting than taking paladin. That's the only advantage you have there, but not by enough to care.
But like it also has like 6 dead levels.
Yeah. Paladin eats a lot of dead levels too, but yeah, I think you're getting more features, especially Divine Grace. Divine Grace is just fucking stupid for a dragon.
Well, yeah, because you have a ridiculous charisma score for the most part.
But yeah, I think you're right on that one. I'm pretty sure the other one is we'll save you time because I believe this is take everything we just said and just throw the word evil onto it.
Do I see smite again?
But smite good dragons. No, it's just straight smite. It is straight smite.
Okay. Works against anything, I would assume.
Class level to cleric levels to determine smite image. Oh, no, this is actually worse. You see how it has a destruction domain as a prerequisite? Actually, you probably can't see that it has a destruction domain because that's fucking tiny, but it has destruction domain as its prerequisite. That's actually adding its class level to its cleric level for the smite you get from the destruction domain. And gives it a few additional uses at 4, 8, and 12 because it's usually only 1 use. It is smite anything. I don't believe adds charisma to attack it just adds level to damage.
All right, moving right along. F is perfectly fine.
Yeah. And that should be the last of those. All right, moving on to the actual prestige classes from Draconomicon that will be on this scale. All right, starting with the Dracolith. Let's see. Basically, divine progresses divine. Oh, right, this is the one that I believe gets a pet dragon thing.
Does foster dragon level 5.
Yep. Any dragon type, any good aligned dragon type you like. This is effectively good. Yeah, this is basically metallic. Have to be a non-dragon. That's not a big deal. But yeah, this was the good one. You get a prestige domain. Good aligned ones, glory, evil. Yeah, because there wasn't technically an alignment there. Okay, no, this can actually be. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be alignment or metallic or chromatic restriction. But yeah, it's a wormling of any type you choose, basically, for Foster Dragon.
Let's see, the alertness feed, an extra domain, some immunities of some sort, whatever keen senses is.
Dark vision, 60 feet, and low light vision. The immunities are to magic, sleep, and paralysis, but dragon immunities.
Okay.
It's better than just advancing in clerk. I think like strictly better than advancing in clerk because there's even a D8 hit die, and medium attack bonus, and the same saves. You also get features for this. You also get Summon Dragon as a capstone there, which 4-round action. So summons adult dragon of the same kind as the wormling. You're probably summoning adult gold, realistically, if I'm gonna. Or at the very least, if we're looking at what you could do best. Remember my actual grading system.
I mean, you're not losing anything because it gets full casting progression. So
it's not bereft of anything interesting either. So,
like getting a wormling is cute.
Yeah, gaining wormling is cute. The summon an adult is straight up more powerful. It's a once per day, but it is a more powerful summon than a normal summon monster. It has a spell-like ability, so it's a standard action. Or no, wait, it's a full round action. It specifically calls out as one, but
yeah, it's a full round action.
But that's a full round action, not a full round cast. So
and summons an adult dragon.
Yeah, which is notably a higher challenge rating than anything you're going to summon with a summon monster 9.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this is at level 15, so it's not exactly low.
Yeah. But I mean, most prestige class, it's a capstone for 10 level prestige class. So I think it's fine. You don't lose anything. You're not giving anything up for going into it realistically. So
yeah, I think like a B plus probably. It's not anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything special, but it's not. You're not better off just sticking in cleric because you're getting stuff out of it.
Yeah. There's not even much of a yeah. It's like it's a couple of wasted feats, but I think it makes up for it basically.
Yeah, like you need toughness and dragon friend, which okay, whatever.
Oh yeah, this one offended me. I don't know if it's bad. It's just mighty attack offended me. That's a once per day. You declare it before you know whether you hit or not.
Once per day, you do
1, 2, 3d6.
Will eventually do 3d6 damage.
Yeah. Beyond that, let's see. Natural armor increases. Near your dragon, the dragon your friend ends with, can ask it for help. You can just say no. You can detect treasure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Part of it specifically that you have to be chosen by a dragon of the same or same alignment as you. Okay.
Yeah, I think everything is actually on this page. Yeah, everything's actually on that page. Are you just? God, this takes like, share spells. I think just straight up takes DM buy-in effectively. Yeah, because unless the dragon specifically is in your party,
They have to be within 100 feet of you.
yeah.
Like that's only really useful if you're there next to the dragon fighting.
Can you see a reason to take this over like a base class? Like
No.
no, okay. Yeah, okay. I guess that's a quick half thing.
Especially not when 3 of the levels are on a once per day attack boost.
Yeah. All right, Dragon Rider.
On a single attack. Garbage.
Dragon not included. Yeah, this wasn't me cutting anything short. Everything is literally on this page. Yeah, you get stuff for being able to ride a dragon. Do you get bonus feat, flyby attack? So the dragon you're on gets flyby attack, 5th level.
Gets better maneuverability as well.
Ah. So you're taking this to make another player character better, or alternatively, this is a prestige class for your cohort and you're a dragon?
And you're a dragon.
uh,
I mean, if you're doing a dragon focused campaign where all the player characters had access to dragon stuff while still playing regular classes, I could see you taking it. But like, as far as a standard character, no, not in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, but even taking into account that thing you just said, would you take this over Cavalier?
I mean, that's an argument been made for every mounted class.
That's true too.
And the answer is always no.
Okay, would you take this over the other good mounted prestige? Would you take this over one that could just do a full round attack after moving on its horse? Because that's not unique to Cavalier. Because I know there was at least another one that had that.
The dog ride, the halfling one, I think could do full round.
That pretty high level, but I think there was one that did it at a lower level. Like it was like a 5 level class. Well,
there was also that one that gives you a bird that I liked.
Yeah.
But
yeah, even assuming that, like, let's say you have a dragon that you can ride for one reason or another, it doesn't really do anything interesting on the dragon itself. That's actually the real issue I think I have with this.
No, it's just a base level boost for the dragon, like flyby attack for free, and the better maneuverability, but like it's not anything all that special.
Yeah.
Like a D.
Yeah. Dragon Slayer. I think this easy to get into at least. It's dodge and iron aren't wasted feats, 2 ranks of tumble, literally anyone can do, base attack bonus 5. Gives you all weapon proficiencies for whatever the fuck that's worth. And technically you want spellcasting, otherwise the advancing in spellcasting isn't.
It's the one spellcasting that's so confusing to me. Like, it's not a spell casting focused class.
No.
Like, I just the half spellcasting level just seems weird to me on this one. Like, it's just there to be tacked on.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you were a cleric going into this.
This is a very hodgepodge class in general. It's, let's see, damage bonus. That's straight damage bonus. Yeah, against dragons.
Like, it does add class level to checks to overcome dragon or dragon spell resistance.
But it's such a low level caster because it's losing half its casting levels.
Yeah, at best you'd have 15 caster level.
Yeah.
Which means you'd be caster level 25 for overcoming spell resistance. It's technically higher if you want to, like, if you knew you're going into, you could take the feat to increase your caster level by 4 because you know you'd be down 5 levels. So you could be effective caster level 29 for bypassing spell resistance against dragons, which would, for the most part, let you get through anything they have.
Yeah. Which means it's probably decent if you're specifically in a campaign that focuses on fighting dragons exclusively.
Yeah, like if you know you're fighting dragons. I mean,
okay, wait. But then again,
we're damage.
Yeah. On the other hand, since this is pretty clearly, otherwise it's kind of martially inclined, so I'm not sure. Just seeing as any of this worth a damn, especially in a general campaign, because occasionally you get spell penetration on dragons. Realistically, you add class level to weapon damage on dragons, which is good. If you're sticking
If
in
you
this
did,
class.
okay, so if you wanted to do a battle cleric in a dragon focused campaign, this would actually work decently well. Because you'd end up BAB 17. So you'd have 4 attacks. You'd get your 10 flat damage on every attack against a dragon on those attacks. A little bit of DR, a little bit of resistances. Improve crit on every attack you make against dragons. +2 to reflex saves. Just extra on top of things to get lightning reflexes for free.
Yeah.
And you'd have at least cast level 24 or 25 for spell resistance penetration against them. I think if you knew you were doing a campaign where you were fighting dragons, you could make an argument for giving up effectively 5 cleric casting level to take this if you want to be a martial focused cleric. That's the only thing I can think of that actually want to do this though.
Yeah, and I think otherwise it's.
And you need to know you were fighting dragons to make it worth it. Because you're not fighting dragons. I mean, you still get full BAB, or you still get 4th attack, but you're and some resistances, a little bit of DR. I mean, DR3 means nothing at level 19, realistically, or level 14,
whatever
wherever you
you'd
get
be.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be higher than that because you need BAB 5 to get in here. But
Oh yeah, if you're doing cleric, you wouldn't get BAB 5 that early. You'd be level 7 before you get BAB 5.
Yeah, because you're 3 at 4. Then you skip 5.
Yeah, you're 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. So you'd be level 7 when you get BAB 5. So level 8 when you can go into this as cleric.
Yeah. And yeah, the DR basically doesn't matter.
Yeah. The DR, I mean, same as like barbarian getting DR 5. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah,
see? I can see uses for it.
Yeah, but I think I'll go with D+, honestly. Because I can't see it getting out D, honestly. Just in a general campaign. Yeah. Also, War Priest exists still as a prestige class 2.
It does. This one's just more focused.
Yeah. Would you bear off of a cleric that took 5 levels of fighter is the other question.
I mean, cleric 12, fighter 8 was always an idea I had for getting 4th attack on a cleric, on a fighter, on a cleric, but that actually loses more spell casting than this does, because this would still be a 15th level cleric.
Yeah.
Caster wise. And against the chosen target would absolutely bypass spell resistance.
Yeah, that's true enough. Yeah, so I'll go for like a C-.
C-. I'll take C-.
Yeah.
I can see a use case for it.
Yeah. Alright, Dragonsong Lyrist here.
Even though now that I think with level 10, Capstone offends me.
Oh yes, that it is as a move action.
Well, you do get the other 5 resistances on that one, so it's not just the move action True Strike once per day.
Yeah,
I guess it's not entirely disappointing.
Move action True Strike at will and still a bit fine, especially at that level.
I mean, you'd be giving up ideally 3 attacks to do it, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hit because +20 to hit is +20 to hit.
Yeah,
but
+20 to hit and ignore missed chances. But yeah, you're giving up a full round attack effectively by doing that. All right. So this one, obviously more or less meant for Bard, because Dragonsong thing. Once per day per class level, blah blah blah. I don't. Yeah, I think this one is its own. Yeah, this doesn't stack with bardic music. It is just its own bardic music-like thing.
Strength bonus.
Yeah, strength bonus. Song of Flight is you fly. As spell of same name. Number of allies equal charisma modifier for 1 minute per level. Song of Fear. All enemies within 30 feet times class level subject that have fewer hit die than you. Yeah.
Not actually usable in anything important.
No. Failure is panic for 2d6 rounds. Oh wait, HB equal or greater is shaken for 2d6 rounds. So it actually okay. It will do shaken on things that are equal or greater. So it's not yeah, and
not a complete waste.
Yeah. No. For a decent duration, so if you can get another fear effect on, it's okay. Or if somebody else is doing it in the party. Healing is 30 feet. You can hear the lyricist regains hit points and ability points as if he or she had rest for a full day.
So it's like 2 per hit die.
1 per hit die.
I have to remember natural hit healing and
1 per hit die. It is 1 per hit die and one ability point damage per ability score. So you get 1 con, 1 charisma, etc. back. Assume bill for damage. Assume there was any stat damage going around, which is not the most common thing in the world. Yeah, so the level 5 is worthless. That's pretty much just straight light that off. Other than it gives you an extra use of Greater Dragon Song.
The Greater Dragon Song, because you only get 5 uses a day once you max out the class.
Yeah. Strength does not
strength
scale.
And flight are cute.
Strength and flight.
No, strength and scale at all. It's just +4. But it's +4 morale bonus to strength. You're not going to see that very often. But at best, it's like a +2 attack and +3 damage for a 2-hander. So it's nothing really breaking the bank.
Yeah. Compulsion is just song compulsion is suggestion. Okay. I also think just be bard. You can literally just cast fly.
I mean, the benefit would be this affects the whole party. Fly is a single target spell.
There's a fly spell that affects the whole party, isn't there? I don't know if it's a bard one. Technically.
Not that bards are going to get it, I don't think.
No.
Fly mass.
But is it worth going 3 levels into this for 3 times per day fly the party? Song of Strength is the only other.
Yeah, fly mass is a 5th level spell.
Yeah. This is also standard.
Only for sorcerer and wizards. So.
There's also standard action to activate, which is kind of painful too. Yeah, I'm leaning pretty low on this one too.
Yeah, it doesn't do like shaken's cute. The healing is you're realistically only gonna get shaken off on things that matter.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna fight things with less hit dice than you. They're monsters.
It depends on whether you're in a swarm encounter. You might, but
in a swarm encounter you might. But those aren't typically things you're worried that are going to be that dangerous to you anyways, as opposed to the big monster that's practically guaranteed to have more hit dice than you.
Yeah. It's also practically guaranteed to have. It has a very good chance of being immune to fear. That's a different matter entirely.
Yes, and it's also just being immune to fear. The healing song is garbage.
Yes. The healing song is garbage.
It relies on natural healing.
Yeah, realistically, it's like the strength and the flight are the 2 things here that are really all that useful. And you're kind of stuck in the class, just get more uses. Because...
Yeah. D-?
Yeah, I think a D-. I can't say it's strictly worse, but it's very close.
The couple things you'd want to grab from it are at least interesting enough, but not enough to really...
Yeah, to be worth it.
Really good sneak attack against dragons.
Yeah.
Double sneak attack progression against dragons.
0 versus anything else, though. Has a full base attack bonus. At least they did that. X times per day. How many times per day does the ignore natural armor go to? Twice. Oh, he fucking yippee. Including enhancement bonus for 1 attack. A good portion of things, not just dragons, will have natural armor at least, but it's 1 attack.
Yeah.
In spite the image, you're not forced to be a bow user per se, so this could be on a melee class.
Oh yeah, you could just be like a melee rogue that flanks and then stabs a bunch for a bunch of effectively like 5 extra d6. If you're thinking 10 level rogue, 10 level dragon stalker.
Foil blind sense is cute and all, but this is just completely turned off. Or as a standard action lasts for 10 minutes, once per day. That's not actually good. It's probably good when this book came out, but there's just a feat that lets you hide even when they have that stuff, so they actually have to make a spot check versus you. So if you're actually trying to hide from dragons, I think you can cover this with a feat that isn't a once per day.
A bunch of skill bonuses against dragons.
Dragon Strike I cut off. The effective enhancement bonus of any weapon wielded by the dragon is it's Dragon Bane.
Oh, it's free Dragon
Bane. This is now it's the capstone, so I can at least give it a good capstone. You are 15 before you get it minimum because base attack 5.
If you know you're fighting dragon.
Yeah. If you're
that bonus also stacks with Bane, so
yeah.
You can also just use a Bane weapon and then get an extra 10d6 sneak attack out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it is effectively Bane, so you don't actually... It will stack with Bane.
Yeah. Like, the Ignore Natural Armor is cute, but it's so few uses. The Foil Blind Scent is cute, but there's other ways around it.
Yeah.
You're really in this for probably Dragon Strike and Sneak Attack Dragon, realistically, but Sneak Attack Dragon's not bad at all for double Sneak Attack progression.
No, but...
It's just this does a lot of nothing if you're not fighting dragons.
Yeah.
Besides have full BAB.
Which I think honestly puts it pretty low. In a Dragon Center campaign, you're going to be fighting a lot of non-dragons, so... Like, you're relying on whatever you got from probably 5 levels of whatever class you were in to deal reasonable damage before you got into this. And... realistically, it's probably going... probably more than that, actually, if you're doing Rogue. You don't necessarily have to do Rogue. You can flank Dragons.
Oh, you can just do Fighter.
You can just do Fighter. You just do Warblade. But why the fuck did you go over Warblade to do this?
Like a Fighter 10, this 10 would basically have full sneak attack progression.
Versus Dragons.
Versus Dragons.
Alright,
full 20 BAB.
Alright, so I need a spellcaster that can turn everything I fight into a dragon subtype.
I was about to say, you have a spellcaster just runs around casting Baleful Polymorph on people, or alternatively, just casting regular Polymorph. It's like, hey, I'm going to turn you into a dragon. Fail your will save, please. This will only be good for you, air quotes. And then the fighter just rails the shit out of that.
That might or might not work. I don't remember how polymorph works, whether it changes type actually at the moment. Silly things aside, yeah, I think this still just lives in D-land, honestly, because it is practically stone cold nothing versus its very specific target. Reasonably specific target, at least. Probably still good in Broodhound of Doom, though. Actually, no, because those aren't dragons. Those are dragon blood subtype. Now that I think about it, the dragon spawn.
What's their actual type?
It depends on the dragon. Yeah, depends on the dragon spawn. Some are humanoid, some are other things, like magical beast, but they're all dragon blood. Yeah, I think I'm just still going with straight D. This is a better argument for that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Horde Stealer. I think you live under that definition of D where they forgot to actually give it combat abilities, but oh man, do you get the plus. I do it. They had a concept and they actually built it halfway decent for once. It is relying on
traps and
several hide from dragons. Several hide for dragons. Deep Pockets just amuses the fuck out of me, where it literally makes something into a bag of holding.
Yep.
No, it is meant to steal from dragons, and okay, it's probably not bad at stealing from other things, but yeah, this well lives within the definition of D because what does it do in combat?
Nothing. It gets nothing for combat.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What does this do for combat? Wish it was just rogue.
Yeah. Don't worry, you get trap line and trap sense.
Yeah, like a rogue.
I'm gonna give it a plus for Deep Pockets. That's
A single cute ability does not save a class.
No, it does
unfortunately.
not. No, it does not. That and they actually did build it for the exact concept they have, which was Dragon Burglar. They're literally building a Bilbo Baggins class, and okay, they actually did that well. Unfortunately, we're still playing D&D. The Draconic Mystery.
Monk alert.
Not only does this not scale anything of Monk, it actually has class features that overlap with early levels of Monk. EPH is a level 2 Monk ability. This is literally a class that's meant for not Monk. To turn them into Monk.
That's
But hey, get some increased unarmed damage dice.
I'm sorry. Normally, if you want,
its weapons count as magical, like a monk.
normally if you want to turn something into monk, you take them down monk.
I mean, you don't. But alternatively, you take them down. Yeah.
Well, no, normally you tell them no, you don't.
Also,
that a monk would have.
It's rare that I see a prestige class that is actually worse than taking levels in Monk. That's actually saying something.
It makes your unarmed attacks times 3 crits instead of times 2. Okay, so it's an F.
I was gonna say it's just a bit worse than Monk somehow.
This is the black hole that causes the entire rest of the curve to become skewed.
Okay, hold on. This is better than Monk by virtue of if you get to level 10, you can just turn into a dragon.
Okay, I take the minus off. That's true.
Oh, yeah, I'm not taking out of that. Not even there. But Shape Change, which is a level 9 spell, turning into any huge dragon of your choice, is well better than anything you're going to get out of Monk.
You still have to be 10 levels in this class, but yeah.
You do. You're throwing away 10 levels to Shape Change once. Alternatively, you should just throw away 17 levels and be a wizard or sorcerer and get Shape Change whenever you damn well please.
Yeah. Alright, Platinum Knight. This is another... Yeah, this is a build your own paladin, but evil dragon specific. And... What the fuck else does this get? Increased AC. Okay, so there's a couple increases in natural armor. Unfortunately, those are way too many levels for that to help me get to 20.
Okay, what class wants to go into this?
Well, if you're a paladin, you don't want to go into this. That's the problem.
You could just keep getting smites if you're a paladin. I mean, you're gonna get more smite evil dragons than you will smites for the same number of levels.
It's also 2 damage per level, so at least
it is. You end up getting 20 damage smites out of 10 levels of this, but they only work against evil dragons. I do like that it still has the like, if you do accidentally smite a creature that's not an evil dragon, like you wouldn't fucking know. You're gonna waste that smite if you smite. Oh shit! That gold dragon wasn't evil. Oh man, because I messed that one up.
It's a polymorphed wizard, and he wasn't technically evil, I guess.
It's a dude chilling with 7 birds. I thought he was an evil dragon. Like you get half spellcasting progression, but paladin spellcasting isn't great anyways, so getting half level for that. You get immune to Frightful Presence, which you would just have anyways, being immune to fear from being a paladin.
Okay, so you get double Divine Grace versus evil dragons.
Does specifically stack with Divine Grace.
Yeah. 2 extra charisma.
Plus 2 charisma. A cleric that wants to play paladin, I think is what would do this.
A cleric that wants to play paladin specifically against evil dragons. Alternatively, I think you're just better off playing paladin. That's the problem.
I was about to ask,
you are.
Why do you not just play paladin then?
Because you want full casting, or you want better casting progression. But realistically, yeah, if you want to do this, you just be a paladin.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
isn't really a class designed for paladins realistically to go into. I mean, they could, but you figure if you're already like going to be half your levels as paladin, you just want to take the other half of your levels as paladin.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going let's go
I think
higher
it's a
than...
D minus.
Yeah, I think it is an R D minus. You just...
A lot of D minuses in this book.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have specifically pointed out that it's you want to be paladin, but you're not going paladin.
Well,
Class is clearly better. That is the definition of F for us.
you except it does benefit things that aren't paladin. Like I said, if you do a 10 cleric, 10 that, you'd be fine. It's nothing special, but you'll still get 8th level spells, all 4 attacks from BAB, and if you are fighting evil dragons, this smite's still going to be useful.
Yeah, the smite is as good as a paladin smite and you have better spellcasting than a paladin. You can make something that is different and better in certain ways than a paladin by being a cleric that goes into this.
Yeah, like this will be, if you're a cleric that went into this and actually were fighting evil dragons, you'd basically be just as effective as like a level 20 paladin is going to be against those evil dragons. Once you're not fighting evil dragons, you're not going to be as strong as just the level 20 paladin would be. So in its niche, it works. It just doesn't do anything outside of its niche.
You still have pretty good amounts of clerk spellcasting too to fall.
Oh yeah,
back on,
you'd still
so
have
it's not...
April spells. Like
Yeah.
you'd still function,
Yeah.
and you'll still get BAB 17, so you make 4 attacks. You'd still play battle cleric basically.
Yeah.
With a little bit extra AC from platinum scales, and a little bit better and slightly higher charisma. It doesn't matter.
No, not really.
Basically, you'd have full B. You'd have the 4th attack, and you'd have slightly better AC.
Basically, there's enough of an argument you could make to at least get this out of F, but that's about all. That's about the best I could say on it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And you're not giving up enough. Like you're not losing enough that you can't make something functional out of it.
Yeah.
If it had no casting progression, it'd easily be an F.
Yeah.
But since you can still end up getting like 8th level cleric spells and the 4th attack, you can make a like cleric hybrid build that pretends to be a paladin that works against dragons but nothing else, and still be effective enough outside of it.
Okay, Talon Tiamat, where they actually designed a different class slightly, rather than making a reflection. Breath weapon.
It's all about getting breath weapons, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 3d6, then 8d4, then 10d6, then 12. Yeah, so it scales decently well.
Yeah, they're all 1 per day use
Yeah, and a d4 cooldown between them.
yeah.
And, okay, realistically, the first one's never going to get used after a while.
You mean you're not going to jump immediately to that 3d6 cold damage one and not open with the 14d8 fire breath or the 12d8 lightning one?
Yeah. Yeah, between that and it threw a cooldown on it anyways. Let's see. Other than that, you have casting, some skill bonuses you don't care about. Keen senses, which is the dragon sense stuff again, just low light and dark vision.
Yeah. Bonus on bluff and intimidate checks.
Dragon immunity is immunity to one of the 4 base elements.
Just pick immunity to base element, that's cute.
Yeah.
You get Frightful Presence.
Which
But
is-
it does have to be lower health or hit points than you, or hit dice than you.
Yeah, 4 or fewer hit dice become panicked. Those with 5 or more hit dice become shaken.
Yeah. And once per day, dominate monster, but dragons only.
Yeah, I don't think giving up half your spell. This is any type of spell casting. Yeah, this is any type of spell casting. I think the 5 levels of casting are going to be better than all the dragon breaths you get, though. Honestly,
If it doesn't have full BAB either. It's
No.
not half BAB, which is sad.
yeah, it's 3/4, but yeah.
So if the breath weapons were just like, if they all scaled,
If they all scaled, then
And
you'd have like 5 uses at least.
you'd have 5 use at least, and not like, oh, I have a 3d6 use that I'm never going to use anymore. because even like by the time I have the cone of fire that does 14d8, when am I ever going to care about a 3d6 cone again?
You also have a D4 round cooldown, and I think 5 levels of spellcasting in either divine or arcane will give you probably better AoE attacks, honestly.
Like, if you had a level of wizard and then had 5 levels of spellcasting this, you can cast fireball.
Yeah.
Which is going to do more than your cone of cold breath ever would.
Yeah, you have to get to your last 2 breaths to actually do more damage from breaths than from fireball.
If all the breaths scaled and just gave you like damage options, with maybe like an extra effect depending on element type, because they like doing element types having specific effects, and then just had it have like it just has a D4 or like a cooldown on it. You can use them whatever the fuck you want. That'd probably be fine, realistically.
Yeah. Yeah,
at least make the class workable. But this one doesn't even really lend itself to builds like the other one does. Like the other
and
classes have.
And all the high level abilities, the immunity to an element and dominate dragon. I can duplicate that with spellcasting, both of them.
You can duplicate that with spellcasting. You may just have a handful of dragon immunities depending on what your race is already.
Yeah.
Like not the element. Pick an element immunity is cute, but
there's a spell that does 24 hour
I wouldn't go
immunity.
6 levels into this to pick one elemental immunity.
No, and there's just a spell that fucking gives you immunity to an element for 24 hours.
Yep.
F. Yeah, F. All right.
I'm fine just calling this one an F.
Yep. Okay, this uses the normal grading scale, but this is not going to be on the chart at all, and you'll see why pretty much immediately, because this is under Draconomicon. These are easier to grade, but it is basically for funsies. So,
all right, the prestige
bard. Yep, so prestige bard. Let's see, getting into this, you're basically an arcane caster.
These, if I remember correctly, basically prestige classes of base classes, so you could multi-class as prestige classes.
Yeah, so this could be done as this is realistically a sorcerer or wizard to get into at least one level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does pretty much what it says on the tin. It turns you into a bard, which really is a downgrade, but
yeah, 4 level spell level drops. You're not gonna get 9th level spells. You'll still get 8th level spells,
which is higher than a bard would actually get. Somehow better.
Oh yeah, bard capped out at 6. You get full Inspire Courage.
Yeah, you get full Inspire Courage. But Inspire Courage goes to +4. You don't get the bard list. I don't think. Didn't actually. Yeah, you don't get the bard list.
This you don't get any really. You don't get any bard spell casting at all. It looks like.
No. On the other hand, you get you get all the you get better spell lists.
Yeah, you get full regular casting progression. So whatever.
Oh, you can also cast in light armor from taking. Oh god, this is a stupid 2-level dip, isn't it? You get Bardic Knowledge, Standard Bardic Knowledge. Not really, but it would technically let you cast arcane spells in light armor from.
What level do you get that at?
Immediately.
So you can give up 1 level for light armor casting.
And a bit better saves.
Okay, well, there's that spell casting part that makes it kind of different. You cast divination, enchantment, and illusion spells at +2 caster level. You cast evocation and necromancy at -2 caster level.
Okay. And conjuration is just normal.
Yeah, conjuration is normal.
You have 4 lost levels, so that's entirely can be. Practice spellcaster will entirely make up for that. So realistically, you don't really have to worry as much about like spell resistance. It's just better casty bard effectively.
I mean, it is better casty bard, no doubt about that. I think doing like wizard or sorcerer and then going into this to play a bard
is probably better off than just going straight bard.
Actually, like sorcerer if you're really doing bard, because they would normally be charisma based.
Yeah. Do you have anything here that gives a flying fuck about your charisma, though? Yeah, because Bardic Music actually doesn't give a fuck about your charisma. Strangely enough.
Fair enough.
DCs might give a fuck about your charisma, but, like, realistically, I think that only really matters for, like, suggestions, maybe. And Fascinate if you can make it work. Oddly enough, I think this is like a C+, at least.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Alright, Prestige Paladin. Okay, you have to at least level Cleric. And mounted combat feat.
8 caster levels. So at best, you'd get 7th level spells.
Get 7th level spells. Cleric is... Well, it's better casting base book than Paladin.
Yeah. It has full BAB, so if you did Cleric, you'd end up with 18 BAB.
Which is not bad. You're only a couple short of full.
Oh, actually, there's the weird one.
Hmm.
You're not going to be able to get full level progression in the prestige class as Cleric. Because it requires BAB form. Cleric doesn't get that till level 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. It doesn't get till 6.
Oh, yeah, so you wouldn't be able to get fully through the Prestige class. Do you?
You'd end up 13 or 14. You'd drop the last level if you want to be Cleric.
That's weird.
That's weird, but counterpoint, if you did... When does... It would be 8 Cleric is when before they get their second loss of... Alright, so if you did 8 Cleric and 12 in this class, are you really fucking losing anything? It's an 18 BAB.
th spellcasting level. So still get 7th level spells. Get a couple of smites.
There's a feat to take for extra smites as well if you want more smites. What is the smite damage? Just straight... Okay, so it is paladin level base, so you'll have slightly lower smite damage than... you
Get Divine Grace, which is cute.
Yeah.
It probably work relatively well for a battle cleric. The biggest issue the cleric's going to have is also wanting charisma now.
Yeah. Any turn undead, there's no way around having levels in cleric for that. Or another prestige class technically that has it, but
yeah.
I
mean, you could do like a 1 level dip into cleric or 2 level dip to cleric at turn undead. Whenever you get turn undead, one or two.
It's level 1.
1. Okay, so you could do a 1 level dip into cleric and do like fighter.
Cleric is like the stupidest table when it comes to that book, along with sorcerer, because there's no features past level 1. The only feature is turn undead.
So you could do a 1 level dip just to grab turn undead, then do like fighter, and go into this at level 5.
Yeah.
A level fear 6 level, get full progression out of it.
Yeah.
And then you'd have 9 levels of cleric casting, so you'd still be a better caster than an actual paladin, probably.
You don't have the paladin list, which at later levels
does have some nice stuff. It's level 4 stuff will be nice.
Yeah.
But you'll still have enough levels to get most the typical buff spells.
Yeah.
Level 9 will get you Divine Might, so you'll still get the biggest typical buff spell. So you'll get everything, just wouldn't get it until super late.
I'm assuming the stupid feat wouldn't apply, so that's the other thing. A paladin does actually start casting as a swift action. At this point, a paladin would be able to take a feat to let it cast as a swift action, basically.
Yeah.
Which would not really apply to this, unless your DM has a really loose interpretation.
This one feels harder to use than the Bard one.
It does.
D?
Hmm?
D, then?
Yeah, I think D's fine.
Yeah, I think a D. Alright. Ranger.
against Ranger?
Okay, something I did not notice before we begin an actual serious examination.
Uh-huh.
This looks for all to me like, there's a wolf here, but where? And from like 6, 5, 4.
Considering they're literally looking at a paw print right there, and there's a wolf.
Okay, carry on.
It wasn't me. I can't be asked to care about this one.
That's
Is it because
fair.
it's Ranger?
Okay.
Well, it's because it's Ranger. It's going to have the same multi-classing issues that the Paladin one had. Except it's worse because it gets 7 level spellcasting as opposed to 8 level spellcasting. It has the same BAB issue, where it's a 15 level class, but the classes you actually get into this aren't full BAB. You'd actually realistically want to try and go into this aren't full BAB. So you would need to dip into something else that isn't the casting class to meet the BAB requirement to actually take 15 levels.
Unfortunately, Duskblade is arcane and does not have calm emotion or calm animals on its list.
Yeah. So like you basically have to be druid.
You have to have also the first feat in the archery or 2-up in fighting chain, and you have to actually qualify for the 2-up in fighting one. So you're basically losing the primary advantage of actually being a 2-weapon fighting ranger.
Wait, hold on. I've got the best class to go into this. 5 levels of ranger.
You're not wrong. That's the stupidest thing.
Where you just end up as a worse ranger.
Yeah, because you lose spellcasting.
Because you lose spellcasting.
I think I just have to give this one an F, honestly.
Yeah, it's just bad. I can't think of a build path for this. Like this doesn't give you as much as just the early levels of Paladin give you.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the stupid one. Both of them,
Like
really.
hell, yep. If you took a level cleric and had a high enough charisma, you could just do like a level of cleric, have a decent charisma, just do fighter and grab the paladin one for like 2 levels, get divine grace and move on it for life.
Yeah.
All right, you have said this is the stupid one. Explain.
Okay, so Tainted Sorcerer basically uses its taint score for
It's a taint.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see.
Well, first off, you have to be using the taint mechanics.
Hey, you have to be
Okay,
using the
so-
taint. We'll have to go over the concession that you're using the taint mechanics, which also this is an asterisk one, anyways. This isn't going on the chart, but
So in my defense, I had only glanced over and saw that it was sorcerer. I did not see that it was the tainted sorcerer. So I thought it was like prestigious still. It's like, okay, let's hear how this one is bad. But the tainted, okay, no, tainted, yes, okay, move along.
Yeah, that's the taint stuff.
Yep.
all right. So yeah, tainted spellcasting. Let's see. Tainted sorcerer's bonus spells are based on a number equal to its taint score plus 10. Which notably can be very fucking high. Saving throws are based on
Its
DC.
DCs are also 10 plus spell level plus taint score.
Yeah. Now, granted, they can gain more taint accidentally from failing a fortitude save after casting one of their spells. If it does get high enough, it will actually kill them.
I say that doesn't just potentially kill you eventually.
Effectively through stat damage. They don't. Yeah, they no longer take a penalty to calm. They only take a penalty to half their wisdom. This is the taint from Unearthed Arcana, not the taint from Heroes of Horror. But yeah, with that said, you can have a pretty comfortable taint score that isn't actually terribly fucking high, or isn't terribly like. It's like the DCs got really stupid, as did the bonus spells.
Yeah.
It is literally a Flame of Fire class, but. And oh god, you're not passing will saves after a certain point.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd one.
Yeah.
And you can cast a bunch of spells that have costly components and kill yourself.
Yes. On the other hand, you don't have to pay for the costly components.
It's true.
Yeah, I think this is a...
It's such an out of pocket thing. I have no idea how we actually grade it.
W for what the fuck?
Oh, the W grade.
All right. Tainted Warriors.
Like it only works with the subsystem.
Yeah. Only works with the subsystem.
No. It can only be one grade, and that's T for taint.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'd say it's sensible, but no, taint isn't sensible.
I could shorthand this one to an F as well, but this is Tainted Warrior. The actual
Bad
table,
fighter?
Yeah, basically bad fighter. You get twice per day Tainted Strike, which is its main thing other than taint suppression. So you're taking all of the penalties for like a crappy smite thing, basically.
Add your taint score to the damage.
Your taint score is not going... Okay, your taint score is not going to be high enough a damage bonus on a twice per day ability to justify it. DR/good that goes up to 5. Yeah, it's just not fucking worth it, even if you are...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, on to a real fucking book. Expanded Psionics Handbook. Here's Cerebromancer. Literally the fucking definition of S.
Yeah, it's the Hierophant, or the,
Yeah.
Hierophant? Yeah, Hierophant.
Mystic the
Psionic
Urge.
Hierophant, effectively.
Yeah.
Mystic the Urge, yeah.
Yeah. No, Hierophant was the bad one. Mystic the Urge.
It's the combined 2 spellcasting classes of this book.
Yeah. Alright. Allocator. The fuck did you do? Oh, that's right. You float off the ground by like a foot.
Scorn the earth.
Yeah. Get the sidestep charge feat for free. It's kind of a defense against charge thing.
Yep.
Opportunistic strike was the major thing going on here from what I remember. +2 insight bonus attack and damage rolls for first attack you make against an opponent that has been dealt damage immediately by another character since your last action. Coordination, that's not actually bad. I also gain manifesting levels. Yeah, I do legitimately actually like Opportunistic Strike. That's at least an interesting enough feature. Free use of some Psionic Dimension Door. A really fucking low Manifestor level, because it's class level for it. Which means you're going to manifest as a standard action, mostly. I think completely, actually. I don't think you get high enough to actually do it as a move action. This might be a good, strange prestige class for Psionic Rogue, of all things, too. Better flanking. Oh yeah, I put sidestep charge right there. It's +4 dodge bonus for charges. Yeah. I think the biggest waste is you have to have dodge mobility and spring attack basically to get into this class.
Yeah.
That's
good. It's +4 dodge bonus to AC against charges, and also you can AOO if they miss you.
Okay, yeah. That's not bad, actually.
That's cute.
Granted, you could take that in place of mobility and spring attack, and if you weren't going to this class, but opportunistic strike's not actually bad. Flanker is okay, kinda. Capstone.
Plane shifty stuff, dimension steps. 5 times per day do boost depending on what you're doing effectively.
Yeah.
Extra move speed, bonus attack on a full attack, manifest to power, dodge bonus to dodge bonus on attack rolls.
Dodge bonus on attack rolls and reflex saves. What?
We stun locked the entire group.
Dodge is a bonus type. There's technically nothing in the rules that says you can't have a dodge bonus to attack rolls, I guess.
Yeah. I would think it would be misprinted armor class, but no, they put that
Except
later.
it specifically has armor class in there.
Yeah.
I guess they just really wanted an effectively untyped +2 attack bonus on there. Just decided to make it a dodge bonus.
Okay, all other things.
Stack with themselves. So.
Yeah. But all the other things aside, that's actually a pretty solid capstone.
Yeah, it's like the biggest limitation of it's 5 per day. So it's like, but it gives you some options to do what you want to do with it.
Yeah,
it's an interesting enough class. You could definitely do stuff with it.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in a B category.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fist of Zalkin. Let's see. Wild talent, still mine. This is
monk abilities.
Let's see. Stack for purposes of determining its unarmed damage, bonus to armor class, unarmed speed. Do not stack for a flurry of blows.
No, not for flurry blow.
No. Okay, so on the bright side, it pounces at level. Yeah. Because I believe viewer powers known were Psychic Warrior List. Oh, thank God, it uses wisdom for manifesting. Yeah, Psychic Warrior lists. Okay, so at level 3 in this class, it can pounce. You'd have 5 levels of Monk. If you did straight Monk and went into here, which we'll say for amusement's sake. Yeah, because still mine's level 3, so you at least have to have 3 levels of Monk. You've lost a -1 penalty on Flurry of Blows, so yeah. Your Flurry of Blows is an extra attack, but everything's at a -1, so not awful. And the fact that you can basically cast Psionic Lion's Charge at 3rd, so yeah. And augmented a decent. What is your Manifestor level?
Here's the question. Are you better off just being a psionic warrior?
That's a good question. Well, you see. Yeah, probably. This is faster manifesting progression than a psionic warrior. Because they go up to 6 at max with like 110 power points. There's 10 powers known as opposed to the 20 you would get from full psionic warrior, but it's only 10 levels in this class. The others, let's see, what else do you get in this? A couple of bonus psionic feats.
Yeah, 2 bonus psionic feats.
Yeah. Short answer is it has faster power progression than Psionic Warrior, and
well, what's its power progression look like compared to Psionic Warrior at level 15 or level 15? We'd realistically be able to have that increased progression compared to just Psionic Warrior leveling up.
Psionic Warrior at level 15 would have 67 power points, 15 powers known, maximum level 5, so you'd be basically this.
So you'd have the same power pool effectively as a Psionic Warrior at 15, but none of the Psionic features in exchange for Monk features.
Yeah. So the bigger
some Monk features.
I would say this is about on par with taking levels in Psionic Warrior, give or take, for taking levels in this class. Except for the fact that Psionic Warrior has the advantage of being able to take 5 levels in Psionic Warrior at the start instead of 5 levels in Monk. And can actually use equipment. Granted, you can actually use equipment here too, technically, I guess. Oh, sorry, you'd be level 16. This is even stupider. Because it's concentration 9 ranks, you actually have to be one more level.
Yeah.
Okay, you'd have 79 power points and 6 level powers known. You'd actually have...
Okay, so at the level where you cap out on this, you're just better off because your Sonic Warrior is a better caster, too.
Yeah. You're still better off than being a monk. I'm only giving this a plus because this is probably still better than being a monk.
that goes without saying.
Elephant Slayer. On the bright side, you lose 1 level manifesting, and it actually has full base attack bonus, which nothing as a Psionic Core class has. It is really specific in what it hates.
Yep, favorite enemy elephant.
It says spreads of elephants within 60 feet of itself. Did you have anything that didn't just say, let's see, plus 4 competence bonus and saving throws against all compulsions and mind affecting effects. Okay, so that's generic, at least.
Aren't? I mean, immunity to mind affecting is cute.
Yeah.
Immune to location reveal.
Reduces power resistance, which notably would work on spell resistance every time it hits something with a melee attack.
Yeah, that's immune to mind affecting powers.
Yeah. Which is actually good, legitimately, as a defense, honestly.
It's just everything else is very elephant focused.
Yeah. It doesn't gain nothing that's non-Illithid focused. The Illithids are, in any general campaign, a fairly rare enemy. But outside of that, it is also a full base attack bonus class with mana. It may sound weird, but it's almost a... If you were doing this from Scion...
you get full AB for one cast or one level, so...
Yeah. Actually, Art. Yeah, or Ardent. Ardent would probably be the best option, because if you want to...
immune to mind affecting isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just everything else is sense illithids or favorite enemy illithid.
Its main offer is it also... Oh, it actually gives weapon proficiencies, and armor proficiencies.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Notably, Scion has simple weapon proficiency only. Ardent does not have martial weapon proficiency, so you're actually giving stuff that's useful. I believe Ardent does actually have shield proficiency, so that would just give them all proficiencies, basically. Yeah, around the edges, this class actually probably fills in well enough. Its very flavor-specific stuff is incredibly niche, but I think it has enough boring, solid foundations to not actually be bad, honestly.
B territory?
Yeah, I think it is B. I'm gonna go with B minus because it's not really anything inspiring either.
Yep.
Yep.
I have big brain.
And you want to lose 5 levels of manifesting for more manifesting psi-like abilities than PowerPoints.
Do you want big brain? Do others call you small brain?
Font of Power is literally the only thing good here. I'm not taking 10 levels in this class for Font of Power. Yeah, they're just charging you too much for psi-like abilities, basically what it came down to.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, and more PowerPoints. You know, the things you'd be able to fucking get by just having more manifesting levels.
We're just having 5 more levels, that's correct.
Yeah. Scion Uncarnate.
The Incarnate.
You're incorporealing yourself, basically. To the point where, yeah, like, literally the capstone is you're already corporeal, and you have to actually turn corporeal. It is a lot of manifestor levels lost for it, though. Turn into something. Yeah, it gives kind of unique powers, but
Hop into something else's mind.
yeah. Extremely long amount of text for once per day ability.
Like all of this. Look how much text is on Shed Body.
Yeah.
It's an entire fucking page on its own.
Yeah, because it's describing a corporeal subtype at this point. Secondly, like, this is Shed Body, and this is the incorporeal subtype. Yeah, I'm thinking this one lives in... Yeah, I think I'm going with D on this one, not hurt my head on trying to figure out everything about it.
No arguments here.
Yeah. Yeah, because this does not do enough for the 4 levels lost. Pyrokinesis, which does not really actually... Yeah, it needs a PowerPoint, which means if you're just a psionic race, you're good. You don't actually need any manifesting to get into this. You just need to set a structure on fire just to watch it burn.
And it doesn't increase it, so...
Yeah. Other than needing 8 ranks in concentration, but...
Put the fire.
Yes, there's technically Fire Lash. Just cute and all, but I think the actual ability was it Hand of Flame or Weapon of Fire? That's what it was. 4th level move action, weapon just 2d6 fire damage on each hit.
Greater one.
Yeah, and then Greater 1. And then Conflagration, which was fucking silly. I think. Or not Conflagration, it was Heat Death was the silly one. Conflagration was, let's see, that was the, yeah, it's 15d6 AoE effect. Psy-like, so power resistance technically applies, spell resistance technically applies. I don't know, how much do we rate the reusable death effect? With a DC of 14 plus charisma modifier. And subject to spell resistance. Every time you expend, I believe there's a full round action and you expend your psionic focus, there's no usage limit.
Yeah.
It's cute, it's just not good.
Yeah. The other issue with the class, it is highly fire focused.
It is very fire focused.
Fire is not an uncommon resistance or immunity.
No, it is not. does eventually have greater weapon of fire, at least.
Which is cute, but
yeah. Standard action, launch a bolt 60 feet that does a d6 per class level. No limit on the amount of times it can do that. You do cry when you encounter something that has immunity to fire. You might be able to overcome some resistance, but immunity is just
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, especially like when you're 15 levels deep in this class, you're gonna run into a lot of things that might just have coincidental fire immunity.
Yeah.
Or entire large scopes of monsters that just have fire immunity as their type. Like, you're
like
not gonna have
devils
fun fighting devils.
Yeah. You're not gonna have any fun fighting devils.
Any devil is immune to your class, the monster type.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun one.
It is.
I just don't know if I'd say it's good.
No, but I think it still lives in. I'd still put it in C because it's pretty. It's runnable.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thrall Herd. Yeah, I think this goes lower than A. Just by the nature of what the fucking class is. So yeah, its base ability is leadership. Then you get a bunch of side-like abilities that are... Okay, who the fuck cares? Your base ability is fucking leadership. And then if you want to give up another manifester level, you get a second cohort.
The capstone is just a second cohort.
Capstone is a second cohort. I also remember. Yeah. Sorry, your cohort is character level -1, 7 -2. You can't also have leadership. They were at least smart about that part. Yeah, your second one is character level -2, like a normal cohort.
-2. So the question is, obviously the capstone is great for a second cohort.
It's better leadership. But it's slightly better leadership too for giving up the manifester level.
There's one level higher cap.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, what were you asking?
So how does this compare to another class with 10 levels in it and you just taking the leadership feat?
Which would probably be Scion. You are losing 2 meta psionic / psionic feats for Psionic Charm, Psionic Dominate, Greater Psionic Dominate, Superior Psionic Dominate. So let's see. Those are not bad powers themselves. Yeah, because you get Psionic Charm for free once per day. Manifest it, reduce PowerPoint cost. Dominates the same idea. Does not have to pay additional PowerPoints to affect other things. This does not increase the DC, however, so you may pay it anyways. Don't have to pay.
So you don't have to pay for to augment the things you can use it on, but it doesn't increase the DC as if you spend points.
Yeah. So all those are probably questionable. I mean, Psionic Dominate's not bad as a power inherently, so because it's.
So you could also just have it. Like it's not unique to this. It's just
no. You'd have to use it.
You get a once per day, slightly cheaper Dominate. You still have to pay some points for it.
Yeah.
And a once per day, slightly cheaper Psychic Charm.
Yeah.
Or a 1 level higher cohort and a second cohort. I mean, the second cohort's, if you're doing this, you're going 10 levels for the second cohort, honestly.
Yeah. So basically, you're giving up 2 manifesting levels for 2 cohorts. You're going to get that at... You have to be able to manifest 5th level powers. And Mind Link you could get well enough. Inquisitor is just a feat. So yeah, you can get into 6th level. Which is when you take the leadership feat as well. You do have to wait till the capstone to get the second one. You're only down like 1 manifestor level before that. You're trading out a feat for a couple powers, effectively, that you may well have not wanted to select or may have wanted to select. The big issue here is this is very charisma based. Granted, you're already Thrallhorde level 2, so you're kind of doubling up on that, so you will have a decent leadership score even if you don't have a higher charisma, because the only charisma manifesting class is Wilder. Yeah. Which on the bright side, when you wild surge and stun not stun, but daze yourself,
you'll have allies to protect you.
Exactly.
I guess it is nice for making sure you get the higher level scores with a psionic character that wouldn't normally have a charisma bonus, since you do get to add this level twice.
Yeah, effectively.
Like by the time you cap it out, you're basically guaranteed to hit the 25 plus level. So
yeah, so you don't really have to. You don't actually have to be a Wilder to get a good get a good leadership score with this one. So you could actually do it as a Scion, effectively.
Yeah. It's just weird that it's basically a class that replicates a feat.
It is a class that replicates a feat. It is a strong feat.
Because leadership is a strong feat.
Yeah. It also allows you to do it as a non-charisma character, effectively, and not be bad at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in of itself, it's kind of a unique build, and it's strong. I mean, you're going to have a effectively second character that's only 1 level below you. So
yeah. I would say at level 1, it's a weird thing of why aren't you just taking leadership feat? Although obviously, if you don't have charisma, you're not going to take leadership feat.
Yeah.
At level 10, it's okay. You're doing this for a second cohort. That is legitimately strong. A is fine. It's just weird.
Yeah. It is just weird.
And they were at least smart enough to not let you also take the leadership feat.
Yes, you specifically can't take the leadership feat because that'd be dumb. Alright, Warmind. Yeah, you are specifically have to have PowerPoint. Yeah, you don't have to come from a manifesting class to do this one. But you do have to have knowledge psionics 8 ranks. I'm not positive.
You can be one of the psionic races.
Yeah, but oh yeah, for the PowerPoint that's fine. It's the knowledge psionics 8 ranks I'm trying to figure out how you do without losing a base attack bonus. Yeah, that's the only actual hard one. I don't think there's a feat that gives you... wait, no. Yeah, there is. There's... I'm pretty sure one of the devotion feats will actually give you the knowledge as a class skill. Alright, so for amusements... Or for... let me double check that. There's the 3-5 books. Where are you? Book that is way the fuck later.
Also use a Sonic Warrior list.
I'm pretty sure these actually had. Okay, yeah. Upon selecting this feat, immediately add. You just need knowledge any 5 ranks. I think every class has one knowledge skill or another practically. So you just have to be saying with a full base attack bonus that has a knowledge skill that can get 5 ranks in, and then you can take knowledge devotion. Which will let you... Huh?
So anything with a pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah, use a Sonic Warrior list. Is pretty much equivalent to the Sonic Warrior stuff. It's oddly a little bit slower than the Bad Monk one. It's like a level behind known power.
It is.
The power points are right about the same, but you get 4 less powers known, and you don't get 5th level powers until 10 as opposed to 9.
On the bright side, you can actually just be like 5 levels of.
You can't just be like 5 levels of fighter.
You. Does fighter have a knowledge skill?
Almost engineering, probably. I think every class has a knowledge skill. I don't think there's any class that doesn't have a knowledge skill.
No, fighter doesn't have a knowledge skill.
Really?
Yeah, you're thinking craft and profession. Everyone has craft, but yeah, fighter doesn't have a knowledge skill.
Oh, fair enough. Sad fighter.
I hit things good, and I don't need a big veiny brain to do it.
I mean, I could find a base class. I don't think anything in the base book is going to have full base attack. Oh, wait. Paladin would, technically. Have full base. Yeah, Paladin Ranger will have full base attack bonus in, and.
So you want to make this really easy?
Huh.
In the Eberron campaign setting, there's a feat called Education that makes every knowledge skill a class skill for you. You can take it level 1.
Okay, there we go. All right, yeah.
It is level 1 only, but it is literally every class skill is a class skill, or every knowledge skill is a class skill for you.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Which brings your feat tax from 0 to 1. So yeah, that works perfectly fine. And for I remember, these are actually solid class abilities. Let's see. First level. +2 insight bonus, strength and con for a minute, 3 times per day. Activate as a free action. Scales up to +4 to strength and con for a minute. Yeah. And decent amount of time.
It's effectively pseudo rage without the rage.
Yeah.
Drawback.
Same thing, but armor class 2 and 4. 3 times per day.
DR that doesn't really matter.
DR doesn't really matter, but it's
only 3.
Yeah, it's only 3. Attack 2 squares at a time on each melee attack, including attacks of opportunity, as long as you haven't moved more than 10 feet since the end of your last turn. That there's no usage limit on that. If there are 2 things side by side, you can just attack them.
I was like, yeah, that's just cute.
Yeah. Capstone. Yeah, Capstone is a once per day 10d6 extra damage on an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
The capstone's cute, but whatever. But you do get some psionic casting out of it, and
I mean, like
you could be a fighter with pounds at level 4 or level 4 on that. So
yeah,
level 9 fighter with pounds, and the first 2 chains are good. The defensive one
and the strength and con one. Yeah,
strength and con one. And sweeping strike is just cute. It basically, as long as you have multiple enemies to hit, they're adjacent to each other, doubles your damage output.
Yeah.
Provided you didn't move something into your last turn.
And considering you have Psychic Warrior casting, you have very good movement options. In general, anyways.
Yeah, I think it's. I could see A for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually makes for a. It can make something into a pretty solid martial character that, like, really scales up a fighter. Honestly. All right, and gives you interesting and unique choices because you gain powers.
Yep.
All right, so let's see where we are here. All right, nothing is beating. Nothing is being complete warrior or even exalted deeds. Mainly because the F's are driving expanded psionics down a bit. We're not
Well, I mean,
putting
yeah,
it...
basically cancel out Cerebromancer, but
Yeah. But yeah.
oh right, there was also Fist of Zuko.
Yes.
There were 2 Fs. Never mind.
Yeah, there were 2 Fs. There's only 8 classes and there's 2 Fs. So, in spite of the fact the Complete Warrior has 10 Fs, it absorbs it by sheer volume.
Complete by having a bunch of S's and also having like 38 classes in it, so
Yeah.
anything was going to get pushed towards average.
36. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're putting these on the scale, they would literally be at the bottom. Especially with this T.
Draconomicon, regardless of whether they include the dragon ones or not, is the same.
Yeah. It's slightly above, yeah. Without the dragon ones. But... Okay, so what have we learned?
That they continue to be middle of the road at best in making siege classes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they do occasionally hit. More often than not, they don't.
Yeah. Let me see something. Oh, that's not right. That's actually calculating from the top. Yeah, that did look wrong to me. What column is this? 19? Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's adding that one too. Okay, that's why. Okay, that shouldn't be there. Yeah. Okay, that shouldn't be there at all, and this should be 19. Okay, yeah, that's a lot higher. Let me double check this one that I didn't. Okay, yeah. I accidentally calculated that, or accidentally had the wrong formula there. Apparently, Expanded Psionics is actually our best book so far. Yeah, I was like, wait, there's like 2 A's and S, B. It's like, that has to be higher than that. Yeah, I was accidentally adding up literally everything.
You know.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah. That's correct. Okay, yeah, I think I forgot to correct that one specifically. Everything else is fine.
Good job, Expanded Psionics Handbook.
Good job having, like, only 2 Fs and having actually decent stuff.
And only having, what, 9 prestige classes, so
Yeah.
having a couple good ones enough to pull your average up.
Yeah. I think that's something we, like, theorized would happen. Alright, next time on this project would be Complete Warrior. Or not Complete Warrior. Yes, Complete Warrior again! Let's see if in round 2 it can get a better score!
It is upset about being dethroned. It will take its seat back. No,
Wait. But yeah, next book would be Complete Divine. Which only has like 26, I want to say. It was something like that. Certainly isn't on here anyways. But yeah, considering it's like 11:30, I think. Yeah, considering it's like 11:30, pretty much call it here. So,
yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all we have for you this week. So join us on Sunday for more SRW 30, where we get into like the final stuff and start wrapping up plots. And join us on Monday for more Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, as we might get like halfway through the game or something.
It won't wrap up any plots.
Nope. And join us back here on Thursday for the long-awaited and requested by literally the YouTube algorithm, Toma Battle, the Book of Nine Swords.
Book of Weeaboo Fight Magic coming up.
Yep.
Book of Weeaboo Fight Magic.
Quite possibly the best book in the entirety of 3.5.
Yes. Definitely from the crunchy standpoint.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, till then, I'm Vincent.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent. And remember, everyone, I'm pretty sure the Scion Incarnate has hindsight of 2020. If he has eyes. Somewhere. I don't know. He incarnated them.
Unless he's been tainted.
Well, they didn't have a T. Alright.